Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BC, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, Crazy Angel Garcia at it again. He was at the Carl Frampton Leo Santa Cruz fight at the Barclays Center this past weekend, and they were asking him about, obviously, names in the welterweight division, particularly Keith Thurman, because that's a big fight. Richard Schaefer of Showtime also came out recently and said that they're looking at that fight for January 2017. There was a report that came out the other day with him saying that. So that fight, obviously that fight's going to be a big fight for the welterweight division. The biggest, well, I don't know about for Danny, but for Keith, it'll be the biggest fight of his career should that fight happen. He's coming off the Porter win, a very good fight. You would expect him to take a mandatory in between now and that time. But we'll see how things play out. But anyway, Angel Garcia basically said that Danny will retire Keith Thurman. Danny would, destroy Keith Thurman, and Angel's being Angel. Obviously, I want to see the fight. I think, stylistically speaking, for both fighters, I think it's a 50-50 fight. A lot of fights at welterweight. There's very few fights at welterweight that you hear me say aren't 50-50. I think Keith is 50-50 at this point. I think Danny, Earl Spence, at this moment for now at least, is 50-50. Earl Spence, Keith Thurman isn't 50-50 though. That's not 50-50. But anyway, I think Danny in that fight would have a great chance to win. Obviously, I think for anybody to sit there and say that he's going to retire Keith Thurman, that's crazy. That's crazy talk. Keith's too skilled. Obviously, the experience goes to Danny. You would put the counter punching on Danny's side, but as far as pure boxing ability, staying on the outside, quickness, that's to go to Keith. He's got that all day. But I think stylistically it's a great fight. Hopefully the fight gets made. And we finally get some more top welterweights fighting each other, because it was great to see Porter and Thurman fight. If they can't get this fight done with Danny and Keith for January, I definitely want to see the rematch to that fight, because there are some people, myself included, who think Sean Porter won that fight. So yeah, man, just want to get this out there. Angel Garcia basically just talking about how Danny's gonna beat Keith Thurman. Also wanted to say that if they do fight, that basically he's gonna beat another Matisse, meaning that after he fights Danny, he's gonna get beat down. Number one, first and foremost, get beat down in the fight, and then his career is gonna take a turn for the worse. You're gonna see Matisse losing to everybody. Everybody's gonna have their coming out party against Matisse. That's what happened to Matisse. Lost to Danny. Danny beat him when he was really Matisse, and then then he lost. Then Victor Postol had his coming out party against Matisse and made his name off of him. So that's basically what he's saying. But I wouldn't expect, to be honest, Danny's next fight to be against Keith. I still think it's gonna be Berto. They even said this week. Angel said this week that they'll know. During this week, they'll probably announce and they'll know who they're fighting for the next fight. So hopefully, if it is Berto, cool. That's probably what everybody's expecting. But it would be great to see before April of next year, Danny get in the ring with Keith Thurman, because that is a great fight. I think it's another 50-50 fight in the welterweight division, and two big names going at it. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think Danny Garcia puts Keith Thurman into retirement, makes him another Lucas Matisse, and just beats him down? Leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care guys.